AKwaaba, welcome to my channel. My name is AC Kokui and this is What's the Wahala AC, where we discuss all the wahala from the week. I have been gone. I know. You guys are like, where have you been? Well, those that watch my show, but if you're new to my show, welcome. I post like weekly updates on everything that's going on, the wahala from the week. And I promised I was gonna do something for the Billboard Awards, no matter what, but it just didn't work, you know? Yeah, it just didn't work. I'm sorry. But I'm back, and yes, I'm in a new place. It's not the beautiful background that I had before, but we're gonna get back to a beautiful background. Still, bear with me, but I still wanted to put out news because that's what we're honestly here for. We're not here for the lighting. We're not here for the glitz and glam. That is why my makeup is not done. The tone down is not the reason why my natural hair is out. I wanted my natural hair to be out. I am taking a break from wigs. So I hope you like it. I hope you like the news that we're about to discuss. Now let's get to it because we have so much to discuss. It is now time for our big three.
Cause we the big three, don't need a big speech. We made the biggest impact, check the spreadsheet.
So first on our big three, Monique, the comedian and actress, better known for her roles in The Parkers and Precious. She wants you guys to stop wearing your bonnets. I say you guys because I don't be doing it. Okay? No, she wants all women to stop wearing their bonnets or pajamas or anything that doesn't like make you look presentable in public, going to the airport, at the grocery store. She wants you to stop. She talked about how she takes on the auntie role and how she is taking that on with, you know, whoever wants to listen, whoever considers her an auntie, and she is giving her auntie advice to those that want to receive it. Paraphrasing a little bit, she's saying that Black women are so beautiful and that we shouldn't hinder ourselves or put ourselves in positions where our beauty is not shining by wearing bonnets and, you know, pajamas and not looking as presentable as we can be in public spaces. That didn't go over well with Twitter. You know, usually when someone has an opinion about something, there's always going to be people that are in agreement or that are not in agreement with what she's saying or with what anybody is saying. And yes, she did get a lot of backlash. I would say from my point of view, because this is my show, so I'm going to give you my opinion. I totally understand where she's coming from, but I also understand the other side. So I understand where she's coming from in the fact that you never know who you're going to run into. You never know the situations you're going to be in. That was something that definitely my mom instilled in me, but it was also something that I remember my best friend's mom said to us one time. But she just said to us, you never know who you're going to run into. You never know if you're going to find like your husband or whatever, you know, or you could come across a job opportunity. You're not looking as presentable as you could be, which could stop you from getting that position or stop you from whatever. And I was like, yeah, you know what? And when I dress up, when I'm in spaces that, you know, even going to the grocery store, when I go shopping and I'm not dressed up, it kind of like makes my self-esteem feel not the greatest. But when I'm dressed up and I'm shopping, I feel like I belong for some reason, you know? And so ever since then, that's what I do. I try and show up as best as I can to everywhere that I go to, you know. That's just something that I do. That is something that I took that from someone who I consider like a second mom or an auntie. And I took that advice and I knew it was coming from a place of love. That is what she was trying to give to us. Now, because we don't have that close relationship with her and because she's in a celebrity role, sometimes it's hard to take that advice from someone in that position. But I will say that the advice is coming from a place of love, and if you choose to take it, you definitely can. And if you don't choose to take it, you definitely don't have to. It's not stopping anyone. You can still go to the airport. The Monique police is not finna stop you. It's not gonna stop you whatsoever. If you don't want to go into places dressed up, or you know you are about to be on the plane for however long, or if you have your your curls under, like you want to keep your curls intact and you still have your bonnet on, do what you need to do to feel comfortable, to get you through the trip, to get you to the next place. Do what you need to, but you also know that you may run the risk of not being presentable to places that you may need to be. That there's just the risk of that you can't show up in the way that your beauty may shine or something like that, as she's saying. So there's just always that risk. But if you know, and if you are willing to take it, that is what I took from this. I don't see why it's a big thing. You know, everyone I feel like is entitled to their opinion. There are some people that like to dress to the nines at the airport. I don't like to dress to the nines, but I'm gonna dress in a way where I'm comfortable, where I'm warm, and I still look good, because then I feel good. So if that's what you want to do, then do it. If you don't, then don't. Okay, let's move on. Next on our big three. So earlier this week, Wendy Williams was talking about Simon Guabadi. I believe that's how you say his name, the fiance to Portia Williams. She was talking about their relationship and how they were going to have 3 weddings. I'm going to read what she said to her audience. So first she was talking about Portia and how she said that they were going to have 3 weddings and they were going to have some of the weddings out of the country. And then Wendy said to her audience, you can say you have a house, but really it's a trailer on one property in one state, a straw hut in another, and a little something with a shared pool by the community in another. So you have houses. And then she also added, I don't need 3 weddings. I think 3 weddings are too much. I think at this point in Portia's life, she's ready to just go to justice of the peace and marry this man. You know, he already has 11 wives ahead of you. I don't think Portia is serious about this. So, like I think I said it in my last show. I am a big fan of just everybody that is in the position that is doing what I want to be doing, in the fact of hosting, having their own show. That is something I look to, and I look to Wendy Williams. I look to other people that have done this before me. But Wendy, these comments, I just think that also in this position, we have to be a little careful and do a lot more research on the things that we are speaking about. Me being an African woman and hearing these comments, I took offense to that, because I feel like, yes, Wendy is Black, but she's not an African woman. And so she did not understand the cultural discrimination that she basically said within her comments. Land can possibly be cheap, but land is also really expensive in Africa. The people that you have to deal with, I've never bought land, so I can't completely speak on full knowledge of this, but I will let you know that it's not as easy as you think. Getting land, getting enough money to have land is not always the easiest. It's not always the easiest to do, especially in Africa. And then the land that she is saying that he has, one could be a hut. I think we've moved past. I was hoping, sometimes I feel like Twitter's so ahead of times, or so ahead of things, that, everybody's there, but not everybody's there. And I just see a lot of posts on Twitter that say, yeah, we live in mansions, we live in big houses, all this stuff. And I'm sure people have seen pictures and videos. And I thought we've come to an understanding that Africa is not just huts and villages and things like that. I thought that that's where we were moving towards, away from that rhetoric. I know that's not what she said, but it alludes to that fact, and I didn't like that. I think she needs to do her research on just like Africa and the resources that we have, and not just going into the stereotypes of what Africa has said to be, because we've moved way past that. Villages are whole towns now. So she's saying that she doesn't need 3 weddings. Okay, with weddings in Africa, you have 2 weddings. You have your traditional wedding and you have the white wedding. Sometimes people have 3 weddings. Sometimes the weddings go from Thursday to Sunday. It is a whole extravaganza. And so if that is what she is doing, then why is there an issue with that? That's just the theme of today. Why is everybody having an issue with how other people want to live their life? And especially when having multiple weddings or multiple ceremonies for a wedding is something cultural, let's not criticize it. And she also said that he has 11 wives ahead of I don't even know this Simon guy. I don't follow him. I haven't even watched this season, so I don't even know him to defend him or anything like that, but I'm defending, you know, African people and the culture. I'm not Nigerian, but we have similar cultures. And I'm just speaking from that. And not everybody has 11 wives. Not everybody's into polygamy. Not, you know, some people are cheaters. Some people do have all these different things. The statements like the 11 wives, the hut, the criticism of the wedding, it just sounds all ignorant. And that's all I have to say on that. And lastly, on our big 3, I didn't get the chance to talk about Onika Tanya Mirage. I always call her that, but Nicki Minaj, her mixtape, Beam Me Up Scotty, officially became the highest charting re-released mixtape in history for a rapper, period. Not a female rapper, a rapper, period. It has been 12 years since this mixtape first came out, and that just shows you how impactful Nicki is as a rapper, as a lyricist, as a writer, as an artist, as a mogul, as a businesswoman, as a freaking human being. That is how impactful she is. I don't want to hear from anybody trying to downplay what she is and what she's done for music, for the entertainment industry, for female rappers, for all of that. So the conversation's done. And then also Rap Caviar, they had a Mount Rushmore picture up and they were saying who were, you know, the 4 rap artists of the 2010s that ran the 2010s. It had Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole, and the 4th place was missing. People were weighing in, all that stuff. LeBron said Future. And they finally put the full list out and it was Nicki because duh. That's just all I have to say, duh. She ran the 2010s. She did. There's no doubt about that. That was our big 3. Let's head to our weekly wrap up. Master P received his doctorate degree from HBCU, Lincoln University. Justin Bieber finally cut off his dreadlocks, and I mean dreadlocks. Mulatto has officially changed her name to just Lotto now, thank God. Kamora Lee Simmons is being sued by her ex-husband, Russell Simmons, for allegedly stealing shares to fund her now husband's legal fees. Dream Doll shares that she identifies as bisexual. Congratulations to her. Juju from Love and Hip Hop got married to a mystery man this past weekend in Vegas. Naomi Osaka dropped out of the French Open this past weekend to protect her mental health, and many celebrities rallied with her to show their support. Evelyn Lozada says she will not be returning to the next season of Basketball Wives. LeBron James is working with Ghanaian American designer Mimi Plonge to design his new latest shoe that will be coming out. Trevante Rhodes from Moonlight, Insecure, he will now be starring in the Mike Tyson biopic. And lastly, happy Pride Month, everyone! Okay, you guys, so what is on my playlist? What am I listening to? What am I watching? Like I said last time, I'm going to be telling you my favorite songs off of Off Season. So I wanted to tell you that and what is on my playlist because I finally listened to the whole thing. And these two are my favorite, but I really do love the whole album. It is a really good album, but I'm going to give you my top two. My top two songs are 100 Mil and Let Go of My Hand. Those two, add those to your playlist. You won't be disappointed whatsoever. And I'm watching, I may be a little bit late to the game, but if you have not seen Married to Medicine, it is a good reality show. I like it. It first premiered in 2013 when I started college, so that makes sense why I did not watch it. But now I'm binging it and it is good. So if you have not seen Married to Medicine, go check that out. I really tell you guys what I'm watching. I'm never gonna tell you guys what I'm not watching or what I have not seen. I literally will tell you. Even if you've seen it, I'm gonna tell you what's on my playlist. And if I just encourage you more to watch something that you're like, should I go watch it? I'm gonna tell you, watch Married to Medicine. My favorite character right now is Dr. Simone. She's me. I'm a Pisces. Dr. Simone is a Pisces. She likes to drink. I like to drink. She's forgetful. I'm forgetful. She likes to yell. I yell. So Dr. Simone is my favorite on that show. And lastly, you guys know I love to end my show on some positivity and good vibes, and I just want to give you another piece of advice from me, and it's just about waiting. Just a lot has been going on for me. It's a big transition time, moving and trying to find a new job and traveling soon. It's a big transition time for me. So I was very stressed about everything that was going on, and I didn't know how things were going to end up. But at the end of the day, I never doubted what God was going to do for me, and I knew that it would all work out the way that it's supposed to work out. That is like one of the best advice that my dad has ever told me, and I always hold that piece of advice true, and it just always speaks to me because it literally always works out the way it's supposed to work out. And it worked out in a way where it's better. It's better than what I could possibly imagine. The next few months are going to be a great couple of months for me, and just like I have a new job, things are working out in the way that they really are, and I'm just so thankful and so happy. And if I didn't wait, and if I was impatient, and if I don't know, when I push God to do things, they don't happen. But when I'm patient, when I literally put my trust in Him and believe in it and believe that He's going to come through, He always does. And so just wait. And if you don't believe in God, that is totally fine. Just believe in the fact that your situation is going to come true. Just have some positivity and lead with that, and it will come back to you. All right, you guys, Medase, thank you so much for watching. My name is AC Kokui, and I will see you next week. Love you guys.